Members of the organization Move 1 Million are expected to march across the country. They want to hand over a memorandum of demands reminding the government of South Africans' rights. Michael Appel is covering the main march that moved from Pretoria to Constitution Hill in Johannesburg. He joins us now live. Michael, earlier you were speaking to them about the memorandum that they were going to hand over. Have they managed to do that? And what's happening there now?
I just need you guys to understand.
Hi, Masego. Well, you join us at an opportune time when one of the Move 1 Million representatives is about to read out that memorandum. I'm just going to give way to Robbie, who's about to read that out. If you'll just bear with us, he's about to start that now.
If it wasn't for the hard work of Charles Barrell to help us with the legal procedure and the submissions in the courts and bring it to the attention of the right people, the ones who are here to protect us and defend us. So thank you, Charles and Johnny. Gauteng, this is not an ad-lib thing. This is an official memorandum. So I'm going to read it. Like every single recipient is going to have to read it. So bear with me. This is addressed to the custodians of our democracy, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, the Honourable Chief Justice Mogoeng, Honourable Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, the Provincial Police Commissioner of Gauteng, Lieutenant General Elias Mawela, and the Provincial Head of the NPA, Advocate Patoi. This letter is dated the 24th of October, 2020. Constitution Hill, 11 Kotze Street, Johannesburg, care of the citizens of the Republic of South Africa. On behalf of the citizens of the Republic of South Africa, on this day, the 24th of October, 2020, we ask the highest court in the land to hear us. Today, we the people have gathered here peacefully to remind you, the custodian of our democracy, to uphold our Constitution and all it stands for. Know that today South Africans across the globe stand in unity to let the world know that our leadership has failed us. We stand here today for the acknowledgement of your responsibility to the people of this country. We stand united today for the defense and protection of the rights of all South Africans. Chapter 2 of our Constitution contains the Bill of Rights. Clearly defines the rights and freedoms of all South Africans. We the people implore the defenders of this democracy to uphold our rights and freedoms as set out in the Constitution without bias and without favoring any citizen above another. We implore you to protect these rights and freedoms by holding accountable those individuals who have disregarded our Constitution and the laws which govern this land. Hold accountable those whose actions, whether directly, indirectly, individually, or in concert, has resulted in the destruction and capture of our government and our economy. Hold accountable those guilty of the mismanagement of government and public funds. Hold accountable those who are guilty of bribery and corruption, regardless of their position of power or the position they hold. It is only by bringing these individuals and juristic culprits to book that we can begin the task of rebuilding this nation. And we will, if you will. I refer to the Bill of Rights. Today, we the people ask you, the custodians and defenders of this democracy, to hold accountable all those who have denied any South African any of the rights listed in sections 9 through 37 of the Bill of Rights, regardless of their influence or position of power. Our Bill of Rights is chapter 2 of the Constitution, and this is what it encompasses. The rights, civil, political, economic, social and cultural human rights. These 27 sections listed in this document are the cornerstone of what it means to be a citizen of this country, many of which have been overlooked or simply ignored by some of those in positions of power over the last 2.5 decades. For too long now, we have suffered at the hands of those who consider themselves above the law, many of which make up or have made up our leadership. If the sections listed in this document cannot be upheld, defended and protected, we as a nation truly will have nothing left. So as a reminder, I've listed the sections that make up the Bill of Rights, many of which have been neglected to be upheld. And it begins with Section 9, where everyone is equal before the law. Yes. Yes. And has the right to equal protection and the benefit of the law. Yes. And prohibited grounds of this section includes discrimination of race, gender, sex, pregnancy, marital status, ethnic or social origin, color, sexual orientation, age, disability, religion, conscience, belief, culture, language, and birth. To restore faith in our leadership, now more than ever, the people of South Africa need action. We need comfort in the knowledge that we will no longer be victims of the very laws designed to protect us. Yes. Our rights must be protected. Yes. This can only be achieved by the actions of the Constitutional Court, by the way it deals with those who are guilty of denying the majority of South Africans their basic rights and liberties. Yes. Millions of South Africans have been robbed of even their most basic human rights through gross mismanagement, poor leadership, and corruption. Yes. This has led us to the brink of a lawless society, marred by poverty, crime, and the division of our people. And the effects are felt directly by the majority of South Africans. The majority who are now out of work and live in squalor. To this day, the majority of South Africans have not had the ability to enjoy many of these rights bestowed upon them by this land, and it's time that those responsible are brought to book. The people of South Africa need to feel safe again. The people of South Africa need to feel hope again. The people of South Africa need to know that justice will prevail. And the only way we can achieve this is for this court to uphold the values of our Constitution and stand up for its citizens. Give us back our dignity. Our leadership has failed us. For millions of South Africans, our system has failed us. Today, we ask, upon this hill, do not allow our country to fail us. On behalf of the citizens of South Africa.
Well, Masego, there you have it. That's a summary of the memorandum. It is quite lengthy. In essence, it just implores the Constitutional Court, those in the levers of power, to do what they're actually supposed to do, be held accountable, stop corruption, and restore the basic human rights of all South Africans.